So using our understanding of how the brain functions, fast thinking, deliberative thinking, mental models are, that we create our own sense of reality. Um, Even though we think that that person is absolutely wrong, uh, how can we do a better job at listening to what they have to say? Go back to Maria, like like in your work, um, like how do you coach your leaders, the leaders that you support, to listen
Well,
meaningfully?
well, I asked them the question, which is, how do you know that's true?
Mhm.
And well, but let me put it on myself first before, because it really, I would love to say that I came out of the womb doing everything perfectly and I'm conversationally intelligent because it's just natural. But the reality is we work at it all the time. And, even though I was raised in many different cultures and not different countries, different states, but every place worked differently and I sort of learned how to do it. I came with my biases about, well, this is the way to do things, only to have those refuted over and over again once I started asking myself, well, could this be true? And so when I'm faced now with practice, when I'm faced with a person who is saying something that I'm just thinking, oh my goodness, how could this possibly be? Actually, I don't even think that anymore because I've practiced it enough that my first thought is to just ask a question. Oh, tell me more. Why is that? That sounds like it's really important to you. Say more. Because if I can ask questions and be curious, then I can actually open myself up to maybe finding a common some thread that we might have, or at least I've made them feel comfortable, because inevitably they'll walk away feeling really good that we were able to have this open conversation, even when it turns out that, yeah, I'm not of that particular political persuasion, but I understand how, why that's important to you. So I think part of it is just how we are presenting ourselves and asking ourselves, what else could it be besides what I think it is? And if I'm going to be hijacked by a person who's going to say something that I just find completely contrary, I immediately go to questions and not interrogations. It's like, well, say more. And that's curious. I didn't realize that. Well, what does that mean? And when I can do that, then it just makes it easier for me to say, okay, well, not everybody is the same. So, and I
So
use those with
curiosity.
my curiosity. Say
Yeah.
more about that. Yeah.
Hmm.
And that also gives me time, if I'm triggered, for me time to calm myself down to say, okay, let me calm my amygdala, get to my prefrontal cortex, that it's enabled to connect with people who even who have different opinions than I. So, and those same things are strategies I use within teams, etc. So.